And it was working last night. What the hell's going on here? Unfortunately, I can't see the chat because this is like looking through gauze. Uh, anyway, happy Halloween, Sidetrack Sunday followers. Over here, we've got the live streams and the other shows that go on during the week. If you don't see your channel or don't see your live stream there, hey, go ahead and get a hold of one of us or get a hold of John number 2 from the Schuylkill River Valley, and we'll get that straightened out for you. Welcome aboard yet another goofed up Sidetrack Sunday. There was supposed to be audio on both of those pre-show pieces. I don't know what happened. I tested it last night and it worked just fine. I don't know. I'll just blame Heath for it later. So, you know what? I'm going to, while this thing is going, give me just a second here. How did my mic go muted? Oh, I know how. So I just probably ran through everybody and nobody heard a thing. Anyway, yeah, it's already off the rails. It's already gone sideways enough. Oh man. So like I said, we've got the streams right there. uh, no, I'm not going to start over, Heath. I think the show. No, they're not. There they go. Okay. So the shows are not done yet, but I'm going to go ahead and set up OBS to do the next. You should be able to hear me now, Jerry. I hope. I hope that everybody can hear me. I'm hoping that folks can hear me. Oh man. Jeez. Yeah, there's no re-railing this. It's oh boy. Okay, so folks are still chatting in chat. You can't hear me, Jerry. Well, if you can't, that sounds like something on your end there, Jerry. I don't know why. Okay. Well, that's good. Thanks, Lynn. You don't have to. Oh, brother. Michael is in the house. You done scaring the kids over there in your neighborhood? I hear you actually didn't have that many trick-or-treaters over there, and the streams are done, so I'm going to go ahead and just bring this up over here. All righty. Don't give Heath any ideas. Really? So anyway, as typical for me, I really don't have a topic as per normal. Actually, I do have one, but some things have kind of, well, because it's Halloween, I figure, you know what, I'll deal with that some other time. So we'll probably hit that one maybe on the November live stream. So anyway, I tried, but it didn't work. I don't know what they're trying or what's okay. Anyway, so I've already had a few people knocking down the basement door, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. You know, one of these guys is scary enough as it is. But you know, I'll just go ahead and what's going on, Heath?
Why am I the scary one? I thought you were bringing Jason up.
I figured I'd pick on you first since my audio didn't work.
The way you did that intro, I was like, oh, Jason's going up first. I'll just hang out and wait while he makes fun of Jason.
No, I figured I'd pick on you first.
So yeah, I'm sorry I messed up your audio. I can only imagine it was just a fabulous opening.
Well, it was actually. I mean, it had scary music on the first part, and then the second part was what I'm going to be using going forward. But hey, you know, it is what it is, and I think the battery died on the ring light.
All we see is your head floating. So,
well, you know, this is kind of cool.
I gotta say, when you had the mask on, it wasn't quite as scary as it is now. So.
Okay.
Steve says I'm dressing like a workout guy. That's a good costume. Yeah. I
was going to say, how was Halloween up in New York there, Heath?
We went 102nd Street, which is right around the corner from me. They have a huge Halloween thing, probably 500-600 kids with their parents and all kinds of chaos going on. So yeah, it's good. It's good. We do Halloween pretty good up here on the Upper West Side. So yeah, it was fun.
I could do something here. Hello, darkness, my old friend. No.
The Anthony, question is, do you know the next line? That would be more.
I've come to talk with you again.
If I keep egging you on, maybe we can get you to sing the whole song by the time the stream's over. No.
I don't want to break everybody's computers.
Well, looks like you already broke yours tonight based on how this thing started. So, you know.
I've done a pretty good job of messing mine up. What the hell?
It's up to you. It's up to you. But
no. Well, you know what? Let's bring up the other member of the gang here, I guess.
The good-looking one, apparently.
No, he's just as scary as the rest of us.
Hey, at least I should only be scary to one person, and that person's not here tonight.
Well, this is true. I don't know where he is. Let's see. Let me check the other computer and see if anybody's shown up. Let's see if Mr. Bailey has shown up in the house.
Like it's a Canadian. A lumberjack.
I like how the outfit's really clean, though, Jason. We can really tell how much hard work you've done.
I know, right?
Dirt that's on your outfit at the moment.
I'm telling you. Well, that's because I put everybody else to work. I just
and not that I want to know, but the thing of it is, folks, is he could be a lumberjill. We just don't know because we can't see below the if he's got a skirt on or not. So Amanda could probably tell us.
No, I got blue jeans on.
Uh-huh.
I thought this was a pants-free zone. What's going on?
Oh man. So so how was the trick-or-treating out in your area there, Jason?
We took Aaron, and of course, I'm an hour behind y'all guys, so.
So you should have seen all the tricks Jason had to do.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm not going to touch that. Oh boy. Phew.
But no, Aaron, he got a little bit of candy for 45 minutes. So, because they're still trying to do trick-or-treating, right now. So, but he got a half a bag full already. So, some of these parents here, like some of them, they'll be like, okay, only take one piece of candy. And then he went to this one house, and this guy just, human, adult hands, like one dropped in and went for a second and dropped in. And I'm like, man, that's half his bag at one stop. So,
yeah, that's what I was laughing at, Steve. Tricks. Yes. Well,
yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. But, here we had, last year we had, I think it was like 30 or 34 kids. We had made 34 bags of candy, and they were gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
This year we made 40, and we've got 2 left.
Now,
how big are the bags that you guys carry? Like when I grew up, we used to carry pillowcases.
Well, I'm talking about these here were little treat bags that we made up. They were about, I guess, 6 by 6.
Wow,
maybe
that's good.
Maybe a little bit smaller
nice.
than that. But I mean, the neighborhood that I live in, and of course Rick's actually been here. The neighborhood that I live in is basically a big U.
Yeah.
And there's only like 40 some houses in the whole neighborhood. And a lot of it's older. I mean, there's a lot of older folks here, a lot of grandparents here. But what will happen is the grandkids will come over and they'll peruse the neighborhood. So
I like how Ray says there are a lot of older people here, as if he's not a member of that crowd.
You aren't that far behind me, dang it.
That's funny.
I've still got my hair.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Wow. Wow.
I got to give Ray a golf clap on that one.
That was good. That was good. Good,
Oh, man.
good stuff, yeah.
So does Heath get the rock?
I've been making some rocks. I've got a bunch of molded rocks.
Oh, man.
Although they're a little chalky. I don't know if they're going to work.
So you've been making rocks and I've been making trees.
You know.
I mean, how fitting is this outfit?
And to tell you the truth, I haven't done anything on my railroad. I was on vacation all week, so I haven't done a blasted thing on this on the railroad. Hey, Crazy Joe, long time no see. Welcome
So wait,
in.
you're on vacation, so you didn't work on the railroad, but when you're working, you're actually down there working on the railroad instead of working?
No, I don't work on the railroad while I'm working. No, I start working on the railroad after I'm done at work. But yeah, I mean, we went out to the mountains for 4 days.
Oh, nice.
A floating head, a human, and a lumberjack walk into a bar. Yeah, pretty much. I guess I should turn some lights back on down here.
Oh, Steve 87 wants to know, what's John dressed as? It's his turn.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, and I guess we can also bring that up here real quick. John is not going to be doing the first Sunday of the month next week because he's got computer issues. So I believe the tree is going to be taking over next week.
Or what's left of him.
Oh, no.
Boom, boom. Wait a second. No, I don't have one like that. Anyway, Oh well.
If Rick was here, Rick's got a little bum on his. So
Yeah, I know. He's been downloading sound effects.
Yeah. See, even James knows. Tree time.
You know what? I almost feel like one of those guys from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Oh, I see the requiem. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good one, Tom. Rick would be there only if he could log in.
And,
That's a good one.
Man.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
And where's Rita? Let's see how she's dressed.
Man, usually it's Ray with all the dad jokes, but Tom dropping one in early.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Tim wants to know if someone TP'd the tree.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to click on that one. I was trying to figure out what that. I'm like, oh, I know what that is.
Do people still waste TP like that? I thought
I
toilet
was going
paper
to
is
say
such a
probably
precious
not.
object these days that
Yeah.
Only the one ply.
Yeah.
I can't even get rid of that. Only because of the fact that with the septic system here, that's all I can use. I could get rid of the 2 and 3 ply.
So Nisi is saying that Rita is at the wet bar.
I thought Rita was the wet bar.
That's what I thought too.
Oh man, that's not the one I wanted. Would you stop making the chat move? Wait a minute, what's this, Lynn? Have to run and rescue my spy. That's the thing. I've got stuff in my front yard, and with the nor'easter that just blew through, the other day I walked outside. I'm like, wait a minute, where did one of the lanterns get off? Well, actually, it was when I came back from vacation Thursday. I drove up the driveway, and I'm like, wait a minute, one of my lanterns disappeared. It actually blew away. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
So you look at what Train Fan said.
Wait a second. I did the build crew 2.0 has been pinging. Wait, what did I miss?
So Train Fan said the wet bar. I thought Rita was at the strip club.
She was at the Hooters.
Yeah. Hey, ain't that on your layout?
Yeah, well, Rick is coming as a Dollar Tree.
Oh, jeez.
Phew.
I
Yeah,
didn't think
Amanda,
Rick
there was a reason why I put that disclaimer up. I knew how bad the disc was possibly going to go.
Don't you have to be worth at least $1 to be a Dollar Tree? I didn't even think Rick was worth that much.
I didn't think he was either.
He's definitely not 50 Cent.
Too bad Rick's not here to defend himself. Poor guy.
But it was supposed to be his show.
Nisi, I wouldn't even go that far. Dodge. Oh my God. Oh, that's a good one, Pappy. There we go.
A wooden nickel.
Sometimes I have absolutely no idea what Ray's laughing at.
Well, that one there was easy. Oh, geez. Anyway. Oh, my gosh. Anyway. So, Rick, I'm sorry, Rick. Jason, did you want to do that little thing that where did he go? We just lost Jason.
I think Amanda just cut him off.
Oh, brother.
Amanda was in the chat and she's like, I will not have you being a part of this. And
Where was that at? What did I miss?
she grabbed his axe and chopped him down.
Oh. Oh, hey, there's Jason.
Well, Ray, don't feel bad. He's not the only one messing with your stuff. He caused my Chrome to crash. All right. Yeah, let's see if I can find this video before Heath cuts it off again.
Hey,
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to mute myself for a minute. I'm going to go turn some lights back on.
All
that's
right.
funny. Is Jason wearing Axe body spray?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, Nisi
Who asked
retracted
that?
her comment. There you go. She grabbed his axe, AXE, which made me think of Axe body spray.
So technically, that's actually what I wear.
Is it really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
too funny. I was just making a joke.
Dang, Heath, I didn't know Amanda was that violent.
Amanda claims she didn't do it. Or at least that's what she... oh, no. Glenn G says Jason was bobbited. Anthony Dodge, he's wearing Deep Woods Off. Same thing.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, that's cute. Crazy Joe says her parrot is laughing when we're laughing.
That's awesome.
Tim says it explains why Amanda locks Jason in the garage.
I thought she locked him in the kill room.
Apparently, Amanda took back the kill room as her office, which is why Jason's out in the garage. So,
Well,
Which
that's
is
one of
why
the reasons-
Jason enclosed it into a train room.
Well, that would explain why the whole house is red now.
Yeah, because now it's the kill house.
Mm-hmm. Z Fantasy Trains, welcome in. Oh, man. So do I have to do something with this thing that you've got sitting over here, Jason, or have you got control of it?
I think you have to share it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I got it to the stream.
Okay, so let me turn the volume down a little. All right, so this is a little video that I'm going to be posting later this evening. This is actually a clip of my maintenance away train just to kind of set the story as it's in the process of going by. Well, it's like paused on my end. That's weird.
so unpause it.
Well, it's like just the image is
I was
paused.
going to say, I heard it.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, so yeah. And so
It's
I decided
Southern Pacific. What do you want?
Southern Pacific, yeah, what else can you say? And so basically, like, y'all know I'm in the process of building these trees for my layout, and I was like, I got an idea here. Man, this thing is just moving weird.
Yeah, it's like really choppy.
Yeah.
Like a tree?
Yeah. See, this thing actually played perfect earlier, so I don't know why it's doing this now. It should be moving faster than that. I mean, I know I'm going at jack speed, but this is like half a jack speed, which is not right. So, but I will have the full video up later. But I don't want to say too much because of the next scene.
Once it gets there. Oh, there it
Yeah,
goes.
once it gets there. And I can fast forward through it. It's like it's buffering or something. Yep, Steve is right. Choppy from the axe.
Right. Keep saying gremlins.
Yep, and Anthony, a tree video is choppy. Go figure.
Yeah, I saw that. It's stop motion.
So, Tom, actually, there was some trees. Oh, wow. That actually...
Wait, we're hearing
that's
the audio,
weird.
but not the video.
Yeah, it's like the video is messed up. Okay, I'm going to...
Try sharing it the other way. You're sharing it as a video, right? Maybe try playing it as, play it in something and share that.
Well, that's what I was doing. I just did it as a shared video. All right, I'm going to
But I'm
remove
saying
it.
share screen. Like play it in VLC or something and share screen.
Okay, let me pull that back up then. Let's see here. I
Man,
gotta
this
find it
this
again.
show tonight's got all kinds of gremlins.
I'm telling
you. I tell you what, well, it's perfect. Well, besides the fact that Jason was having issues with his syncing earlier, and the fact that he had to sit at the 666 should have been a precursor to the show. I should have known when we were talking about it beforehand that my audio wasn't going to work. I still don't understand what the heck happened there.
I think I would just shut this down and start over if I were you, Ray. There is no way it's getting any better from here on out. That's for sure.
Wait a minute, Heath. How many times have you actually watched my live streams? Do they ever get any better on the way out?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Ray. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so you want me to add this back to the stream there, Jason?
Yeah, I got it on VLC Media Player now.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what happens this time.
Hopefully the audio goes through. All right, can y'all hear the audio?
Yep. I hear it.
All right, and it's moving at normal speed, or it looks like it from my end.
Yeah, the audio is low, but I hear it.
It's still an SP locomotive, so it's still slow.
Yeah. Now, this locomotive actually has Tsunami 1 in it, so the sound is not as good as the Tsunami 2.
Well, that's been the problem the whole time.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You need to find somebody that can swap that out for you.
Yeah, I got to find someone to get me the decoder, too.
Oh, well.
But I thought about bringing in the maintenance away train. Basically, I had to recruit some help. Recruited Ray, Heath, John, Schuylkill River Valley, and then also I recruited John Foltz, considering that Rick did not want to feed him pizza last week. So
I think your crane's backwards, but that's beside the point.
Nope, it's in the forward position, and it's braced with the. You'll see it on the next screen. I'll show you in a second.
Okay.
But as soon as the train gets past this, you're going to actually see the actual scene where you hear all the screaming and stuff. When I showed this to Amanda in person, she said, "Oh my God, that is horrible." So.
Well, we're just horrible anyways, but that's beside the point.
Oh, absolutely. And I wish Rick was here to defend himself on this one.
Well,
Because, I mean, it's all for him, you know? So I was like, if I'm going to plant some trees on the layout, who better than to plant a whole bunch of Ricks? All right, so I'm going to fast forward this a little bit.
My favorite thing is that you could have just done this like virtually, but no, you actually planted all of those Rick trees.
I did.
You actually planted a whole bunch of Ricks.
Yeah. All right, Ray, right here. If you look on this tender, there's these little black uprights, and that actually holds the crane from.
I got you.
So you can have it in any direction.
Okay.
All right. So this is where it gets good. So. I don't know if you were as scared as I was, but the guys got off the train. Of course, you can see Heath is going the opposite direction. But they went ahead, they got started chopping down all of these little Ricks that got planted on my layout to where there was only one Rick left. And it was the biggest one of them all, and that's because it was the star of the show. Once they chopped all the trees down, or the Ricks, whatever we want to call them, here you can see the crane loading it onto the pulpit car. And of course, Heath is already making his way back to the caboose, and we're going to head out. And so now at this point, as the train leaves, you'll actually see the pulpit car loaded with Rick. The layout. And so I had to do that before I planted the trees that I put in yesterday and made the video for this morning.
Gotcha. Yeah, people were saying that the audio was low. The thing of it is when he uploads this, you'll all be able to hear.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a little bit longer version than this. This is a slimmed down version. So I've got a story at the beginning and a story at the end. But yep, you can see the pulpit car going away loaded with Rick. So oh, that's good, Amanda. I'll give you that one.
So,
All
did you make Aaron cut those trees out for you or something? Some child
Oh,
labor?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Teaching Aaron
And
to
he-
respect
and he's
his
like-
elders?
Thinking,
You should have saw the look on his face when I gave him the actual piece of paper, that actually, he was like, what in the world is this? And he was like, who is this? And I said, that's Rick the tree. So yeah, Steve 87th, John Schuylkill River Valley, he did help. So John was the one who actually took Rick from the actual video and he scaled it down to HO scale. So those are different size HO scale Rick the trees, in other words. And
hey,
so
Dwayne.
so he sent those to me. I printed them off, and Amanda and Aaron helped me cut them out. We actually glued them to toothpicks, and that's what I used to put them upright. So
So if anybody wonders what Amanda and Jason are teaching Aaron in their home,
and Rick's here.
uh-oh, uh-oh. The man, the myth, the legend has arrived.
Oh no.
Well, Rick, so earlier you commented on my video, and I told you that I was going to send you some trees. So when I send you your STS car, yeah, those are the trees I'm sending you.
No. Oh no. So anyway, there's somebody else to beat down the basement door while I wasn't looking.
Uh-oh.
So, all right, hey Heath, we good with this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, bring them up.
Hey, Shane.
Hey.
Shane, what's up, Shane?
How's it going, guys?
It's going good, man. What brings you in, man? You have a
Well,
good Halloween?
I thought I'd stop by and show you guys my Halloween outfit too. And actually, I also had a little bit of a special surprise for somebody that's here tonight.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yep. And that person is Jason. Okay. Now, I know that everybody here that I can see on the screen and a lot of the people in the chat, they've been with Jason since the very beginning. And they know how much that he's done to help everybody in this community. So we got a bunch of people together and we decided to help Jason out too with a little surprise. So call it an early Christmas on Halloween. So without any further ado, I would like to present to you your early Christmas present, happy Halloween present. And Amanda should have that for you.
Whoa. What in the world? There's unicorns.
We thought you would like
Okay,
that
so-
wrapping paper.
Man, I mean, look, definitely the cherry on top right there. So, holy smokes.
So,
All right, so y'all want me to go ahead and open it?
While you're going, yeah, go ahead and open it. And while you're doing that, I'll tell you everybody that was involved in it, and we'll see how far you get by the time I get done with that. So initially, it was just me and Heath. We were kind of throwing this idea around, and I was like, well, look, this is, what this is going to cost. So if we get this amount of people on, it's not going to be that much. So we got a bunch of, basically we got 20 people all together.
Holy crap.
And the rest of them are Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider, John from Schuylkill River Valley, Uncle Wilmer, Sparky 107, Georgia Sunbelt, Robert Flying Crow, Digger Evans, John Abaticola from TSG Multimedia,
Oh, wow.
Andy Ambrose, Steve Childers, Rick Bailey or Rick Tree Bailey, Ray Bobill, Roy Hardwick from that's Container Man 68, Steve 87th, Joe Rader, Redbird Tony, Roy Smith down in Panama, and Dwight Curley. That's everybody that collabed together to get this. And also want to give a big shout out to Spring Creek Model Trains in Deschler for helping us out to get this. How far are you? Let's see.
I'm about to pull it out of the case. Providing I don't break it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, you know, that's funny that you say that because there's a very entertaining story behind this locomotive and what it took to get it from.
I figured
Spring
this is
Creek
the one
to
that
you.
I sold you the soundtrack Tsunami 2 for it. Is that right?
That's part of it. That's part of it.
Did you sell him the speakers for it too, Jason?
He sold me everything for it.
Yeah.
Matter of
There we
fact,
go.
let me tell the story. So basically, and there was even some damage that occurred during this that I ended up fixing as best as I can. But basically, everybody was in on this. Amanda was in on it. Everybody in the list was in on it. And you were even in on it and didn't even know it. So we got the locomotive. I ordered all that stuff from you, right? And then I go and I put it all in and, you know, I get it looking nice and everything like that. And I go to put the shell on and it doesn't fit because the speakers are too big.
Oh,
Those are the speakers you sold me. Okay. So
what speakers did you
after a
end up
little while,
using?
what is it?
What speakers did you end up using?
Those mini cubes.
Okay.
One's mounted like up high and one's mounted down low. So you should be able to get a really nice range of sound. And with the grills, if you could hold that up maybe and try to get some of the light through the grills to show everybody, with this thing being so wide open, I mean, it should just blast the sound out of it.
I mean, I can try. Let's see here. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, those things are fully see-through, front and back.
And what you see in there, it looks like the turbo on both the front. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see the turbo there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who don't know, this is what is called a U50. It's not the U50C, but it's a U50. And the U50C came from this version. It's basically GE's version of the DD40 that UP has. So really, really neat locomotive.
And as far as the damage that happened to it, basically I thought whenever it didn't fit, there were some little nubs that were sticking down on the inside of the shell. So I'm like, oh, I'm just going to Dremel these off real quick and it'll fit right back on there and we'll get this thing sent off. Well, I guess, I don't know. I was nervous because it's kind of a rare locomotive and stuff. So I was watching too much the end of the Dremel and wasn't watching the chuck and ended up taking a big half moon shape out of the side of the shell. So I had to end up taking and puttying and sanding and puttying and sanding and puttying and sanding and had to custom match paint and everything like that and get it fixed back up. It's not as good as it was, but let me see if you can.
I will tell you this. If you wouldn't have told me about that, I probably would not have noticed it.
Did you find it?
I think I found it. It's right here behind the F.
Yep.
Or yeah, about right there.
Yep.
But like I said, I had to look over it as you're saying it to see where you messed up, and you did a really good job of fixing that. So
Well,
I mean,
it,
with it
it
running
was
on the
was not
layout,
easy.
ain't no one gonna be able to tell.
It was literally just piling layer after layer of putty on that thing, and then sanding and sanding and sanding, and then I had to go and I had to custom match some paint.
And
Oh,
Shane
wow.
had a
Uh,
full head of hair when he started working on this locomotive.
Oh my God! Look at
And look
this!
at him now.
You won't believe what this has done to me, guys.
Well, guys, I'm speechless. I mean, really, all I can say is thank you
Absolutely, dude.
for everyone who was involved in on that.
Absolutely.
You deserve it, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. That's
Absolutely.
definitely a cool locomotive because I was chatting with Shane at the time, and I told him I had one of these on, my saved eBay list, and I saw like 3 of them up there, but they were all having like missing pieces, and I saw this one come across, and I guess Shane wanted to be in a bid war with me because if this is the one I'm thinking of, did you get it off of eBay or did you buy it from a hobby shop?
No, actually, I was lucky enough. I called probably 15 hobby shops.
Wow.
And Spring Creek had 1 left in SP. They had like 12 left in UP. Apparently, from what I can tell online, those are way more numerous than the SP ones.
Right, and
So-
that's because SP only had 2 or 3 of these. I think it was just 3.
It was 3, and I looked it up, and they were numbered one thing, and then they numbered
got
them
renumbered.
again to the series you have there, and then they were numbered again. So when you look at photos online, most of them are the last set of numbering.
Right.
But yeah, they only ended up getting 3 of them total SP.
And I'll go ahead and let you know when I got it in the mail myself, the headlight, the high headlight, the SP high headlight that's in that little baggie was had already fallen off. And I looked at it and I said, well, that's not even a real light. I'm not going to glue it on because he may want to make that a real light and do that up himself. So I went ahead and just threw it in that little baggie for you. And if you feel like you want to make that into a real light, then do it.
Yeah. Well, Shane, I know you're probably the ringleader on this one. So, man, definitely thank you on that. And thank you to everyone who participated. Amanda will tell you that a lot of times it's not easy to surprise me. And I am totally surprised because I did not see this coming.
Hey, Jason.
So
I'm really happy to say that. I'm really happy to hear you say that because I mean, I bullshitted you a lot, and I apologize for that, but it had to be done to make this happen.
yeah. No, I figured because you were like, well, I mean, technically it wasn't bullshit because you said, I've got a friend who's big into Southern Pacific and Cotton Belt, which I just didn't put 2 and 2 together, thinking that I'm talking to the guy who's saying his friend is me. So,
that's too funny.
It's kind of like when you
technically you weren't BSing, but in a way you were. So it's like half-assing, I guess.
It's kind of like when you ask somebody, you're like, so I got this friend, right? And they got this guy that they like, and it's probably you.
The funniest thing of it is,
but to be honest, hey, Heath was just as big of a ringleader in this as I was. I may have done like a lot of the work on the locomotive, but he was like working behind the scenes, talking to people, making stuff happen. And so.
Well, yeah, after you sold him the wrong speakers, we had to go find somebody who knew what the right speakers are and, bought them.
Well, you want to know the funny thing is that's what Soundtracks said. So I just passed on information from Soundtracks.
Man,
It
just
is what
throwing
soundtracks
soundtracks under the
recommended.
bus.
Yeah.
But you know what? They do fit in that spot. When you open it up, you'll see they do have like big round cutouts for the speakers, and they did fit in those cutouts, but the on the inside, the walkway was hitting it.
Okay.
It just there was not enough clearance. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to get the mini cubes. They're the smallest thing, and if they can't fit in that thing, I don't know what to tell them. You know?
So was it those mini cube 3s you were showing me, or did you actually put just the mini
Yep.
cube 1s?
It's the 3s.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you look in, I don't remember if it's the back one or the front one, but if you look in through the top, on the top of the turbo,
Okay.
where the
Yeah.
fan
I see one on
housing
the
would
front.
be,
Yeah, I
you'll
see
see
on the
one,
front.
and you can even see the decoder.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So right there's one speaker, and then
It's
the other
right-
one's down low in the back.
yeah, it's right under. Okay, I can see the other one on the holes on the speaker housing.
Mm-hmm.
You can barely see it in the center hole.
Yep.
If I hold the locomotive right.
Those
Yeah.
are some tiny little speakers. And I tell you what, I'm not surprised that they fit in anything.
Well, they're designed for in scale.
I know.
So I mean, if it fits in scale, there's no reason it shouldn't fit in this one. But yeah, I mean that is an awesome locomotive.
So-
That means now I can take that off my eBay saved list.
Amanda just said, please don't break it.
No, I've got it set down. I'm not holding it. I promise.
I'm just I'm still really nervous about it because it's not my first DCC install, but it is like it. I don't know. It was just it's my first big deal DCC install, and I hope that whenever you throw it on the track and power it up, it doesn't blow smoke and with no smoke generator.
Yeah.
Well, Shane, you didn't send it to Heath first, did you?
No,
No,
no.
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 Matter of fact, the way this was planned out, it was planned specifically so Heath never got his hands on the locomotive.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
So now you're going to have to do a video of it running there, Jason. Well, there's something else that goes along with this too, because at one point in time, you know how we've got these Google chats that we've got going on, and of course now I've got like 3 or 4 of them. Actually, I've got more than that because I've got private chats with each one of you guys. I've got a private chat that was just me, Heath, John, Rick, that were talking about your locomotive. And almost like what happened with my GG1 when Rick went ahead and spilled the beans, or John, whoever it was.
I think it was John.
Rick. But anyway, I got on there because here it is. Shane goes ahead and hits me up on Facebook. It goes, hey, by the way, I've got the locomotive. I'm like, okay, great. So I go ahead and I go over to Heath and them. I'm like, and I didn't realize it when I first started typing. I was in the wrong window. I was in the actual STS window when I started typing. Thank God I didn't hit enter because it was right after you tore down your layout. I'm like, well, now he's got a locomotive and no layout to run it on.
Oh man, that would have been a while back.
Yeah, and
It was.
We've been at this for what, about 6 months?
Golly.
It was.
It didn't take the group that I had together on Heath like what, 2 weeks?
It shipped. The train shipped from Spring Creek on 6/11/2021.
Oh wow. Wow.
Jason, I'm just not as difficult as you are.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. It did take you forever to get that package to right.
That's true.
hey, things happen.
That's true. This one now took longer to get to you than Ray's took to get to him. So
This is
you
true.
know,
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you, Shane, for putting this together. I mean, I know it wasn't an easy thing because of the type of locomotive that it was, but as soon as I found out what we were up to, I was like, oh, heck yeah, I'm in on this. There's no doubt.
I mean, it's
Like,
it's definitely one of the coolest locomotives ever built. Because like I said, and Alco had one too, but Union Pacific was the only railroad that had the Alco version. But just seeing a locomotive that's got a BB wheel configuration, the DD40, even though it was an 8-axle, it was 4-axle trucks. This one here is got 4 set of 2
right.
axle trucks.
And the way that those trucks are like attached to the locomotive, the back truck itself, it looks like, goes straight through the plate and then right into the locomotive frame, and then the other truck, the farthest one, on either end, is mounted to the plate itself.
Yeah, so this one is a wheel pickup, and then
and
for the
so
rail
is the other
pickup,
one.
and then this one is your motor.
Yep.
So
And it's the same on the other end.
what in the world?
Oh yeah. That thing that's for you too. I know it's going to be a while before you get everything, back on the layout, but I noticed one day in one of your videos that you had a Morton salt factory.
Yes,
And I'm guessing that was from Menards, right?
Yes, it was actually. Yeah, it's from Menards.
So I've had this, I don't even know, for a couple years now I've had this, and I just figured it would go with your factory.
Oh, absolutely. And even better, so technically I actually have this car, but you did a 1-up on it, because mine still has the horn hooks that are attached to the trucks.
Mm-hmm.
You actually installed coupler boxes.
Yep.
So that's even better.
Now, I know you're going to change those to scale heads, so I expect you to send those regular ones back to me, all right?
Oh,
That's
man.
good. But I will tell you, the one that I do have did not come with the box, so that's even cooler.
Well, that's I don't think that's the original box, I'll be honest with you.
No, it says 50-foot plug door Santa Fe.
Yeah.
But close enough.
But it fit it. And it is a Tyco box car.
Yeah. Well, and
But
the other thing I saw that was really cool about these is it's got the combination hatches. So it's got both the, what they used on the grain style or the later style, and then these are mainly for the chemical commodities, which this would actually haul some type of chemical. It would not haul grain because of the way the bottoms are designed. It's for the vacuum hose connections.
Jason, it's a Morton salt car. It's you don't have to worry about it being prototypical.
Yeah. No, it's a legit car. Believe it or not, it's an actual prototype.
Actually, yeah.
Really? With Morton salt on the side?
Yes.
Those are one of the few cars by Tyco that I think were actually done quite well. And
there's two more. There's 2 more that I know of, and I've got both of them. One is a CNH sugar car with UP reporting marks, and then the other one is Ajax cleaner with UP reporting marks.
I've seen the Ajax one, and some of the
so are you telling me this is prototypical?
Yes,
that might be prototypical, honestly.
What's the reporting marks on it?
You think I can read that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I figured your eyes would be better than your head.
No.
They're attached
SAL
to it.
23090, capacity 224,000.
No, like
pounds.
What is the? Does it?
Yeah,
the
card
it
number.
Like a 4-letter railroad report, like who the railroad is?
Just SAL 20.
That's
SAL,
Seaboard Airline.
That's Seaboard Airline, yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be a legit car.
Okay, so SAL. What's the car number?
23090.
23090. Images.
He's searching it up. It might be a real car.
Yeah, like this one says HRBX on it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
I
But
thought
that's
these were
not to
all just
say-
made up cars.
No. They used to have back in the day what they called billboard cars.
Hmm.
And so, like, even though the Seaboard Airline would own that car, it was leased to planners.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Heath. I mean, the ones from AHM, if it's actually an AHM, it
No,
may have actually.
it's a Tyco. It's
a
an old Tyco. It's just
AHM
in the box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, Jason's right. I mean, they did have and of course the AAR stopped it. I think it was, but yeah, they did have it to where they could sell. They had the railroad selling the sides of the cars for advertisement.
And a bunch of those parts on the Tyco ones are interchangeable with the Athearn Blue Box ones.
Okay.
Like the roof walks, the pressure adapters on the bottom for where you hook up the pressure line.
Yeah, the vacuum line.
Yeah, the vacuum line. Those can be interchanged between them.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you. That's awesome. And I'm actually beginning to wonder if this is a different number than the one I have. So if that's the case, that's even better.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I knew about that. The billboard reefers for beer.
Yeah, now billboard reefers, that they outlawed because the railroads were just doing direct advertisements for that company. They weren't necessarily leasing. So that's your difference.
It was free advertising and they didn't like it.
Right.
Government
The
wasn't getting
FRA
paid
didn't
for
like it, or other.
FRA.
The
The
government didn't
FRA
like
and the
that
ICC.
Somebody was getting away with doing something for free,
Right.
not getting taxed.
Exactly. But heck yeah, man. Yeah, definitely when I do my next layout update video, because I always have a train at the beginning, I will definitely put this U50 on the front and figure out something to run.
It was funny because
So.
somebody had made mention earlier about the fact that the U50 was kind of like the GG1 past the Mississippi. I could see that.
Yeah. Well, I want to say the U50, let's see, the DD35 came out before the U50 and then the DD40. But the DD35 was nothing but a B unit. So, and if I'm not mistaken, the 3 units that SP did have was 2 A's and 1 B of the U50s. So, which they did run as an ABA.
Did Cotton Belt actually have any of the 50s?
No, they did not. But I do know, talking to a retired Cotton Belt engineer, he's actually told me he has driven one of these. And he was telling me, he said that was one of the locomotives that he hated to drive the most, because if he wasn't paying attention of how the turnouts were switched, he said you didn't know if you were going straight or diverging until you were already over the frog. So, so this is actually, if you look in the images, how this section here comes out, that's actually prototypical to the actual prototype.
It's pretty neat. It reminds me a lot of the old when BLI did the Baldwin. Was it the Centipede?
Yeah, the Centipede.
And when you go around sharp turns, the whole bottom of it comes out like this and kind of swings way out. The front of it will be pointing this way, and the trucks will be going that way.
Well, it's just like my GG1 when it goes around these 22-inch radius corners. It's the same. Well, like I was telling them, I had that GG1 on 15-inch radius corners at one point, and that's hilarious to watch that thing go around a 15-inch radius because the wheels are out to the side and the body's sitting straight. But yeah, I can see that being a problem.
Screaming the tires on them tight turns.
I actually love the O gauge GG1, which you can't see, but it's up there. Like when that thing goes around corners, boy, that thing swings way out.
Yeah.
All the Lionels are known for that, especially the bigger ones. Have you
Oh, yeah.
seen the big boys running, the Lionel big
yeah,
boys?
yeah, yep.
No, the one that's crazy is the CNO M1. Have you seen
Those
those?
things are massive.
So Craig at the hobby shop ended up getting one, and he ran it on his layout, and it ended up destroying a lot of the scenery on his layout because he did not know the overhang was so bad. Like,
That's hilarious.
no, it was so bad. It wasn't just knocking trees over; it was busting into the plaster on the hills that he created off the sides of it. So, like,
Jeez.
when I mean destroy, I mean destroy.
I'd like to have one of those.
So, but I will tell you that M1 and that big boy, man, those are heavy in O scale. Challenger is too.
One of these days, I'm going to make a Western Maryland Challenger in HO scale.
Was it Western Maryland or Clinch? I knew Clinchfield had it.
They both had them, but
Okay.
Western Maryland had them too, and they had that same stubby cab that the Clinchfield, the Z8 Challenger is what they called that.
Yeah. Hey, Nora. Jake is here.
Yep.
So Randall is saying, I bet that made him sick watching that. I'm curious
what?
as to who Randall is talking about.
Probably about your boss or the guy at the hobby shop with that going around and taking out the trees and the plaster and the.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I actually can't run my my G scale right now. I can't run because every time I run it, the track's not screwed down, and it shifts a little bit, and it hits the standards of the shelves. So there's a vertical piece for the shelves, and as it goes by around it, like cars will catch on it and just like smash into it, and then like everything, it's not good. And it's overhead, so I'm trying to avoid that. So yeah,
So Crazy
smashing
Joe.
screens into things.
So Crazy Joe's talking about an ON30 articulated steam locomotive. Bachmann Spectrum has one. It is a 2.6. I think it's either a 2.662.
Yeah.
It's a 2.662 or a 2.882. I can't remember, but I actually just put Soundtrack Tsunami 2 in one not too long ago.
I was going to say, the only ones I've seen for the were Weyerhaeuser. That's what Bachmann used to make them for, but it's been a while.
This guy here had it decaled for a local lumber company way back in the day. Yeah, 2662. And I will tell you, when you get that thing going in full steam, if it's programmed right, it sounds like a machine gun.
Those articulateds have a whole different sound, sound than a regular locomotive.
I've got one articulate. I've got that cab forward that's sitting right up there.
I have two Manawa 2662 logger tank loggers. I got to put them together, but
that's who I was thinking of. Night, James.
Take care, James. Hey, Mr. Pictovid is here.
Oh man, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, that's another locomotive that I thought would be pretty cool to have with that Lynn McCurdy's talking about. So SP actually had some cross Mothas, ML4000s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been kind of thinking about that one myself, just because it was an odd locomotive. That was a hydraulic locomotive, wasn't it?
Well, it's I think they were made in Germany.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in Europe. And there was a story. There was a story why SP bought them. It's like they were mad at some of the American manufacturers at that time So they ended up buying these cross Mafes, and they were not what they were expected to get. I think they ended up having a lot of trouble out of them. That's why they didn't keep them very long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could park yours right beside the repair shop, and it would look right at home.
Yeah.
They had so many issues with them, and anybody that's ever ran heavy equipment understands when you got hydraulic lines running everywhere, one's always going to break.
Right. Yep, German design with automatic transmissions. So there you go.
That's interesting. There was another interesting look at that the Rio Grande had, and I don't remember who the manufacturer was. It had a really odd cab in the front. It may have been the Krause. But I thought that there was another one that they had that was just an odd looking locomotive from the front.
I want to say DRGW did have a couple of those, but I think they ended up getting theirs after SP got theirs. SP was like the first railroad to get it.
The Krause Mafias were kind of long on the front.
Yeah.
There seemed to be way more room in front of the cab.
I wonder what I did with that book.
All right, Randall, you just let me know, buddy.
Trying to think of where that might be. 1 minute.
All right, now Ray's taking his headset off, so now we can talk about him.
Whew, finally.
So, since you've got the U50 there, I'm just curious. Did SB have any U25s?
Yes, and I've got one of them, and one was a bicentennial unit, so that's the one I have.
What brand?
It's a Bowser. So it's got the see-through grill on the back, and
No.
I see it in the box. I see the box over there. I've got clear totes, so I'd have to.
Weren't those? Didn't Bowser like on the back channels buy that design off of River Rossi? I've got a really old River Rossi one.
I know
and
Bowser
AHL
acquired
them.
Stewart Hobbies.
Okay.
Mr. Pictovid, U25B or C? I think it's a U25B.
The one I have is a C.
It could be a C. You know what? It's SP 6800. I do know that. And that is a B, U25B.
What I thought was interesting about them is that they have a whole different truck. Even when you look, I thought maybe it was something to do with just River Rossi, because I have an old River Rossi one. The trucks are different than all the other U-boats, and I thought that was weird. But when you look at prototype pictures, they really did have a different kind of truck for whatever reason.
Let's see here. So the U50s, yeah. So here's the cool thing about the U50. It's basically two U25Bs attached.
And that's kind of, isn't that where the U50 gets the walkways that kind of do like this? They go, they got a hump in them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the other one is like the DD35, that EMD made was two GP35s smashed, back to back. So it's pretty cool how they got some of their names, but oh, that's funny. Nisi, y'all are talking about love tunnels, and I'm over here wearing my halo. Well, Nisi, we know what's holding that halo up, so there's no surprise there. What in the world is Ray doing? So, everyone, now's the perfect time to talk about Ray because he cannot see the chat. Dang, I didn't get that in fast enough.
No, you didn't. I heard you.
I don't see him, but I can hear him laughing.
There you go, Artie.
Now he looks like a Greek robo priest. Ray is a leper, and it's time for him to beg for alms.
Oh man, I almost feel like Darth Vader in this thing, though, or actually the guy from Spaceballs. You know, gosh, darn it, I can't breathe in this thing.
Well, that's what you sounded like at the beginning of the show. So Randall says he's thinking about ordering a Rapido U25B since they're doing the Frisco version. The one I'm shooting for is the one with the chevron stripes on the front. That'd be pretty cool. Ray is CCD showstopper approved. Oh, that's awesome.
So anyone got any candy?
Yeah, I've got Aaron's candy. That's the good thing about having kids. You get them to go do all the work and trick or treat,
And then you can sit.
and then you get whatever candy you want,
See,
right?
my daughter's too old for that now. She doesn't go out and trick or treat anymore. So,
It's called quality control.
yeah, right, exactly.
For every one they check, you have to.
Well, I see. My thing is my job as the parent is to fully inspect all the candy, and then take whichever ones I want and give the rest back.
Candy tax.
See, exactly. See, Amanda gets it.
Uh-huh.
She's probably taxing more than you. That's why she gets it.
Oh.
Have you ever noticed, though, like it used to be fun when we were kids, but now as a parent, it seems like every Halloween, it's like cold, rainy, or snowing or something like that. And then you get home and you're like, let me get a Snickers. And the kids are like, it's mine. Yeah, look, I just walked you 23 blocks through 6 inches of snow to get that bag of candy. If I want a Snickers, I'm going to get one.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
But actually, we got lucky this year. My daughter drives, so she took the kid, took our son trick or treating.
There you go.
Let's see what David Atkins says.
We got candy delivered to us.
See, Heath, David is giving you a good shout out already.
I think we're 12 days from the end of the health challenge. So yeah,
Oh, shoot, I need to go weigh myself.
Now's the time to get on the ball. And being as I haven't done anything, I know I'm in a lot of trouble.
So, Roy Eltham, I would caution you what you say because I said the same thing back in January, knowing that the past 3 years, as of January of 2021, Arkansas only had cumulative 1 inch of snow over a 3-year span. And we ended up getting Snowmageddon in February and getting 10 inches of snow in less than 2 weeks. And it was bad enough that it shut down the Postal Service, which you would thought would never shut down. So,
Well, it doesn't shut down around here because they're used to it.
yeah, not down here.
Exactly up here as well.
You know,
Yeah.
of course, then again, if we get one of those blizzards where we get over a foot of snow, well, then it's a different story. But yeah, for the most part, nope. Now,
Yeah,
what really got me
care.
what really got me though the other day was we had, and I'm sure that Heath got part of it too, was we had what we call over here a nor'easter. which is
Yeah.
an after hurricane season hurricane is really what it is, or a
Right.
tropical storm, and it came right up the coast. And we had some really nasty weather yesterday. I mean, it was nasty down here. But yeah, I mean, but they closed the schools.
They closed the schools for it.
Yeah. Yeah, the counties that were on the western side of the bay, they all closed. It was Cecil County, Hartford County, Baltimore City, Anne Arundel County, Calvert, and St. Mary's. Everything that was on the western shore, that was on the western shore of the bay, they basically shut everything. What it was is they were afraid, which it did. A lot of the area down here that's on the western side of the bay is basically at sea level. And when that storm came up the other day, it basically went ahead. The marina where I used to keep my boat, at high tide, the pier was about 1.5 feet underwater. So I think that was the biggest reason why they said, you know what, no, because a lot of the schools they're on the same plane. It's like you can't be doing that. So yeah.
David says, I hope no Canadian kids are listening to this.
Yeah, Joe's right. We closed schools. We closed schools for a little bit. Everything. No, so I think Artie and Creepy are going back and forth here.
Yeah, they're just coming into summer down there, so they definitely don't want any of our snow.
No, I was going to say we're getting ready to hit winter here. I'm not looking forward to it.
They said Thursday it's supposed to get down to 34 here. And that's
34.
Early. Yeah, I mean, we typically don't hit freezing till like December.
I'll tell you what, when I was up in the mountains the other day down here, it basically the first day when we first got up there, it was in the 60s. The next 3 days, it didn't get out of the 40s. So good night, Opa Dodge.
It's supposed to be a pretty bad winter this year.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
From what I just saw here, Shane, where are you at, Shane? By the way,
Ohio.
No, there you go. Yeah. You know exactly what we're going for here.
I mean, the winter is the reason why I had to enclose the train room.
Yeah.
So.
Well, having a train room outside's kind of not a good idea, anyways. I'm just throwing that out there.
True.
Whether you're in Arkansas or Texas, it's just not a good idea.
Well, I think Texas had it worse than we did back in February.
Texas got slammed with that one storm.
Yeah, because all of their windmills froze up, so it caused the power grid issues.
Yeah.
And so they had to do rolling blackouts.
But it was their own fault because they had to stop the wind generators because of ice buildup on the blades. So they stopped them to clean it off. And when they stopped them, they got frozen in place.
Right. And so then they had to do rolling blackouts because all of the other type of power plants couldn't keep up with the electrical demand. And they did that in Arkansas too, but it wasn't near as bad as what they went through. And then it was like, if you don't want your pipes to bust, you have to drip water. Well, the P traps in the sinks were freezing up. So now they're dripping water in a sink and the sink's filling up with water. And then eventually it overflows and goes all over the floor. And they had just huge water messes everywhere.
Man is calling you out there, Jason.
Okay, there was a second reason, but it was because of Snowmageddon. So during the snow period, there is a gap about this wide at the top of my garage door. And there was about 3 or 4 birds made their way in the garage. and you can use your own imagination of what happens when a
Pet
bird
birds?
lands on something. So, yeah,
They
that's
wanted
the
a
main
free
reason.
ride. They wanted to take a ride on the Reading. I'm sorry, on the Cotton Belt.
No, it wasn't the fact that what they were riding, it was the fact of what they were doing or leaving behind.
Ah,
I mean, it was like World War III. It's like the birds decided to attack me and my layout for some reason.
that's a really crappy situation there, Jason.
Exactly.
I mean, you didn't cut down any trees in your yard that week or anything, did you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I mean, could be a logical explanation.
That is the type of weathering I do not want on my layout.
You hit any birds on the way home from work, maybe?
No.
Rick, poo poo. Believe it or not, but there used to be, and I'm not sure. I don't know if Joe's still in here or not. Joe Rader. There used to be, when they were digging out or dredging out I believe it was the harbor or one of the rivers down here. There was actually a train that the Chessie system had at the time that they called it the poo poo choo choo because of the dredgings. The dredgings smelled like, and they couldn't get it. They couldn't send it anywhere. Nobody wanted it. So it sat down in the rail yard outside of Sparrows Point for the longest time before somebody finally decided that we need to move this thing someplace, and it ain't here. But yeah.
Amanda's right on that one. We did have some snakes come in the garage as well. One being I didn't get close enough to look. It was either a hognose or it was a cottonmouth, and I was not going to get close enough to look.
Is that how you got rid of the birds?
No, that was after all the snow melted.
So did Amanda have to come in to get rid of the snake?
No.
When we first moved into this house, there was a snake problem here, but they were musk snakes.
He said, no, she didn't. I had to call the exterminator.
See, she says she's saying definitely a cottonmouth, and yeah, I don't play with those.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of snakes to begin with, so.
Well, I mean, like a king snake or a black rat snake, because we do have like a lot of moles around here. Rat snakes are good for that. So we do have, quite a few black and gray rat snakes around. But yeah, we got a couple of houses in our area that have ponds. One is stocked, one is not. And the pond that is not stocked is the one I'm more concerned about. And it's on the property behind my house. And so, yeah.
I wouldn't be concerned about the snakes unless it's breeding season, because think about this. They're not going to be hanging around a place there's no food at.
Oh, there's plenty of food. Between all the rodents around the area, and we don't live in a neighborhood where the houses are on top of each other. We live out in the county. So everybody on my road has 2.5 acres. And it's wooded.
You make me really glad to live in the city.
Oh, like you don't have snakes in the city?
There are very few snakes on the 14th floor in the city.
You know what though? Like, honestly, I bet you if Heath tried to live out in the country, he'd have to make a recording of traffic and gunshot and sirens and stuff just to be able to get to sleep.
When I go to my dad's, it is so loud there, and it's like the crickets and the bugs at night. I can't sleep because of how loud it is. It's quiet here compared to all the creature noises out there.
The silence is deafening.
That's probably because y'all got so much DEET in the city that all the insects know not to come near.
Well, damn straight. Yeah, you can keep all the rodents. Yeah, we do have rats. We do have rats. Those are My dog
they're
tries
about
to
the
play
size
with
of
the
a cat.
rats.
I don't-
Some of them.
I don't think DEET works for rats.
No.
But
And
the rats don't come
Al,
up to my floor. They stay in the basement.
so Al, depending on the type of snake, rats are not too big. It just depends on the type of snake.
Mm-mm-mm.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
like
I've seen some muskrats that could kill a snake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Melvin, we got copperheads here too. I've actually killed one of those the first year that we moved here. Ran over it with the lawnmower, not knowing that I ran over it till after I ran over it.
Ugh.
So that was a quick. Of course, I have a riding lawnmower. I don't have a push one. And
Of course you do, because who uses push lawnmowers?
my neighbors across the street when the kids get in trouble.
Oh yeah, that's their punishment.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. You got to push mow 2.5 acres.
I was gonna say I've got an acre where I'm at, and yeah, I ain't push mowing this thing.
So yeah, you take Ray's yard and you multiply it by 2.5.
Yep.
Nope.
Put them out there on the push mower, and then you ride circles around them on the riding mower.
Yep. Without cutting the grass.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So that way you're not helping them.
yeah.
CP368.
Oh, an error core which has caused Streamlab ops to close. Don't worry, if you're streaming or recording, that's still happening in the background. That is weird.
What just happened?
I just had an error occur on my computer.
Well, we can still see you and hear you and everything.
Well, it's
Unfortunately.
saying click yes to keep streaming recording or click no button to stop streaming recording. I'll click yes and see what happens and see if Heath breaks it again.
Oh, bye, Jason.
Reboot.
Oops.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh. Can y'all still hear me?
We
Yeah,
can
we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
It
can't see
just
you.
came back up. Hold on. There we go. That was weird. It just like came out of left field. Heath, what the heck are you doing over there?
I thought Ray dropped you down again.
Mm-mm.
I just noticed that your freaking hat matches your shirt.
Yes.
And it's just as clean too, which means he hasn't done a damn thing in it, you know.
Exactly, because I
Just for
supervise
show.
everyone.
Just for show.
I tell you one thing, man, this thing is hot.
Used to use one of those rotary push. Oh yeah, I know those.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And he means hot, like as in like, oh, the temperature, not like looks nice.
Like I said, the only person that I should be scaring right now should be Rick.
See, now Amanda must be glad you didn't shave the beard, or you wouldn't have been able to wear this outfit.
I know, right? But she still wants me to shave it off, and I'm like, no.
Oh god.
Speaking about shaving, who's doing that Movember or whatever it is, where you don't shave your mustache?
I'm doing. I always do no shave November.
Yeah, but you do no shave. All
I'm
year.
no shave most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so
Well,
Rick's not scared because he doesn't see my axe.
Unfortunately, I am going to have to shave for next Saturday, but that's because I'm taking the wife out to dinner for our anniversary. So
Oh, nice.
wait a minute, Rick. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. Look at that thing.
Rick, are you home yet?
Now, Amanda, that's not absolutely correct because I do shave my mustache from time to time.
Does she
See,
like
I'll go and shave my mustache and just leave my beard, and then I'll go in there and start talking to her with an Amish accent.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god. Does she like the lumberjack outfit? Oh my god.
Do you
She
call him
says you like
Jacob
the
or
shirt.
Jeremiah?
I don't know. Amanda, do you like the lumberjack outfit?
Hold on a second. Rick just said he's not home. He peed his trunk.
Rick, you might want to be careful because that's probably going to be a sticky mess. I mean, considering all the sap you left out, I hope you don't turn it into syrup. Hardy's like Jason's trying to get his beard to catch up to mine.
Wait a sec. What was that?
Not so much.
Yeah. I did put
Well,
it on
fine.
her head though. And see, it actually has a little clip here. So you can actually clip it. But see, if I clip it, then my beard just goes whoop.
I mean, we'll find out tomorrow at breakfast when the kids are like, "Dad, who's Paul Bunyan?"
So I wore this to work on Friday because that was like for us to celebrate Halloween. And a lot of my coworkers actually called me Paul. I mean, I was like, which one of you a-holes took my blue ox?
Oh my!
What the heck?
I think Randall's talking about these.
Oh yeah. I've got an SD24 that's like that. That's got the air tanks on the roof.
Yeah, but Ashley Durham Northern didn't have any like that.
Shame on them. No.
All right, so Randall, are you talking about this one?
Yeah, they had them on the back of the fuel tank.
Yeah, they're on the back of the fuel tank.
What is that? A Jeep?
This is a Jeep 9M, which is not prototypical to that railroad. They had Jeep 10, but on the top they had spark resistors.
They didn't have the horsed air filter.
No, they were literally let's see, they were Jeep 9 rebuilds, which turned them into Jeep 10s. They were Paducah rebuilds, so you would have to go and look. I want to say, I think they were Illinois Central units to begin with.
I'm not touching that one.
They probably took the air filter off the top. They have like this big air filter that kind of curves over and part ways down the side of it.
Yeah. I've got my buddy coming back in a few weeks. So November the 21st, when I host Sidetrack Sunday, my AD&N guy is going to be coming back. So we're going to kind of do a follow-up for anyone who had any questions for him.
Intermountain makes a really nice GP10.
Yes. And Athearn made some really good CF7s.
Caslow Shops also makes a really nice resin shell kit with comes with full details and everything.
Oh, cool.
Who here can't believe it's November already?
Not yet. Let's still get another 3 hours. Or 2.5.
Unless
I got
you're
3.5.
Unless you're creepy or Osmerica
Or
or
yeah.
Midsummer.
Yeah, well, we know that we already know everything's good because they're in the future and they're there, so we're good.
Yeah. Yes, Columbus and Greenville does ring a bell to me. One of their switcher units came from the Ashley Durham Northern. I think it's a switcher 12.
I don't want to know what's being tugged on over there, so I'm just going to let that go.
He's talking about
somehow Artie is giving Amanda beard advice, like Amanda's going to grow one.
No, I think Artie, Nisi, and Amanda are having a side conversation over there about beards.
Yeah, Nissy's talking about her participating in No Shave November. I feel sorry for Scott.
And they say we get sidetracked.
Really?
Let's have a moment of silence for his love life.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Oh jeez. Oh man, you all are bad over there. Jeez.
Amanda may participate too, so hush. Does that mean I need a moment of silence?
Oh boy. Oh. So anyway. Oh man. That's right.
Wow.
You know the Build Crew 2.0 is starting up, right? And the other day, the wife was watching the replay with me, and she says, I turned to her, and I says, you know what? With everything that's going on, I said, I'm not even sure that these kits are ever going to get built. I think we're going to have too much fun talking. Yeah, Steve 87, we haven't left yet.
You see what Artie said?
Oh boy, poor Heath.
Yeah, you know.
Oh geez, Al, really?
Nissy, no, you ain't.
Yeah. We've already discussed this last Sunday. Nope.
The first time Ray had you on his Sidetrack Sunday,
It wasn't me, it was Rick.
Rick. We knew better. Ray, you were the one who invited her to the Build Crew.
No.
Yeah.
Admit to nothing.
I plead the fifth.
It reminds me of that song. I knew what I was doing, but what was I thinking?
Lance, I don't have to go anywhere to run trains. They're all sitting right behind me.
Yeah, all mine are right up here.
Now we're all put down. Now everybody's picking on these. Oh, oh my gosh. Anyway. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, though. For those who may not have caught on, that there's going to be in the next few weeks, or in the next coming weeks, I should say, the start of the Build Crew 2.0. It's me, James Galton, Roy Eltham, Nisi, and Rick, Grandpa Rails, and myself. Although I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to get involved because, I'm still working a lot of overnights. So we'll see how much I can get done. But yeah.
So Heath, didn't you try to find that kit so you could partake in it?
Yeah, it's available in HO scale, but I can't find it in N scale anywhere.
That means they let you out a second time.
Pretty much. Shut the door on me hard.
I don't know. After listening to the list of participants, it sounds like it's going to be a shit show.
And that's being optimistic.
Our reputations precede us. It's going to be a lot of fun, though, Shane. I trust me. I can see this thing going all sorts of sideways as well. But yeah, it's going to be a blast no matter what.
See, Ray made the comment. He's like, man, I didn't think anybody took me serious on that. I was like, I did. That's why I didn't raise my hand. I knew better.
So anyway, Heath, you actually think you know which kit we're doing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Don't say it because we're going to be sending out a video here probably sometime in the next week or so.
Don't say it. We don't want anybody that we don't want in on this to get find a kit and them do it too.
I wanted to build
We
along
only
with
pick
you
the
guys,
people we
so
like.
that, but no.
Well,
I got this kit to build next, so I got this one to work on. So
Well, that's got to be better than N-scale paper pallets.
oh my god. Apparently somebody does not like that video either because it's already got 5 thumbs down on it. But
Creepy. I would actually like to see that.
oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be epic. If I put it up to you to redeem yourself for getting shut out second time in a row. It's your job to contact Jason Jensen and get him to judge their builds.
But there's got to be one condition. He has to be absolutely brutally honest.
Yes. Yeah, no sugarcoating. No
The
sugarcoating.
feeling that I get from watching his videos is that he is way too nice of a guy to be that vicious.
Now I feel
Okay,
like he
where's
would
David
tell
Atkins at
you-
then? We'll get David to do it. He's brutally
I feel
honest.
like he would tell you you suck the worst in the world in the nicest way possible.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It wouldn't be mean and nasty. It would be
Like he's never going to say come out and say oh that's terrible. He's going to do something like, so what made you go this direction with it?
yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
No, the whole point, and just so everybody is aware, again, much like the bridge builds that me, Grandpa Rails, and Rick did, this isn't a contest to see who builds the best kit or anything. This is just our take on the kits. And there's some other things that are going to be going on with the kit that we're building, and the 6 of us that are building them, or at least maybe 5 of us that are building them. Like I said, I don't know how much I'm going to be involved.
Yeah.
But it's basically just, and as Nisi just pointed out, you've got somebody, and if you watched the video or the live stream from Rick last week, Nisi, just like Rick, is on this one here as a complete novice. Roy, he's been building kits for like the last month, but it's nothing like this one here. James has built a few. I've obviously built a few. Grandpa Rails has built a few, and of course we all know what Rick's been up to, but he's playing with his Woody.
I have no idea what Rick's been up to.
He's got a kit that's it's Woody's Produce or something like that. Well, he screwed up the roof the other week, so
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
He failed to read the instructions. Or, in other words, he failed to read his nephew.
I
That's
just
like
mean, in
reading the
general, I have no
instructions.
idea what Rick's up to.
Reading the instructions is like pre-step 1.
So the kit I would love to see a group do is Walder's Cornerstone Stockyards.
Jason, you've already proven to us what's bad with that.
Exactly. Maybe that way I don't feel so bad.
Thanks, Ray. I needed that visual. Visual on what, Randall? What did I say?
Oh God, Tim said Rick broke his Woody in 2.
Joe Reader, is there a reason you choose to leave the glue on the outside? Yeah, you know what, Amanda? It could very well be, but you know what? The bottom line is that at the end of the day, much like the bridge build, to be honest, anybody that watched that bridge build last year, we had a freaking ball with that thing. You know, I mean, it was just a blast. And the group that we've got this year to do the kit that we're doing, it's probably going to be the same way. You know, I'm just hoping we actually can get the kits built through all the laughter. That's what I'm worried about.
Now that was a while back, Ray. Was there ever even an actual bridge that ended up coming out all that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There.
Okay.
In fact,
Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah,
in fact-
because Rick keeps claiming that his is the biggest.
Yeah. See, there that green one there. That's mine. That's the Central Valley
Nice.
Valley Model Works single track bridge. That's the 150 footer. And it was a Butte, Clark.
I really like those, and I really thought that it would be cool. You've probably seen these before. Have you ever seen the ones where the sides are offset from each other,
Yeah.
and then the entrance and the exit is like angled like this? You know what I mean? I thought it'd be cool to make one of those.
There was, when we went up to Steamtown with Sparky 2 years ago, there was the Hudson Valley Model Railroad Club up there. And there was a guy that actually built like 6 different bridges. And I think that they were mostly scratch built. And they were literally built to fit the location. And none of them were straight. They were all angled. And in fact, one of them was not only angled, but it was on a curve. So it was angled entrance on a curve. It was a really wild looking, but he built these to fit the location on that layout. It was really neat to see. Somewhere I've got pictures of them. So
Wow.
Ray, you just got challenged.
I see this, that Randall wants, I challenge Ray to run a train as fast as it'll go over that bridge. Yeah, that ain't happening. Namely because the approach to this bridge from the north side, it's probably 2 foot. There's probably a 2 foot straight, but it's after a curve, and after the bridge, there's a set of switches that go into the yard. Yeah, that's not happening. I'd end up with something all over the place.
So Artie wants to know: is that a Hooters swing kit or a Bunny swing kit?
What? What is he talking about? I'm guessing he's talking about the kit that we're going to build, but nope, that ain't it.
Because I was going to say, if it's a Hooters, you've already got yours built.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm done.
You just still need to replace the KFC and put the Hooters in place.
Dude,
Well, right.
did you guys see the new shorts that they're issuing the Hooters girls?
We don't have any around here anymore.
Oh my goodness, they're awesome. Check them out.
The thing is, Jason, right now there's no Hooters, there's no Pizza Hut, and no KFC on the layout. All 3 of them have been removed.
So everybody in Beauville's just starving to death right now.
Well, no, they've got this. They've got the Paradise Diner. Once I put it back in place, I had I'm rearranging some things because of this kit that we're building.
Oh my God. He's like holding him hostage with food. You're like the guy in Silence of the Lamb. It puts the lotion on its skin.
Oh, yeah. It's no. I'm not going to tell you. You have to stay tuned to that one. All right. Wait a minute. That's Rusty, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually sounds pretty awesome. Actually, I would kind of want to do both of them and put them at like either ends of the town, and then like draw a line down the center of Main Street, and you could have like brawls.
It'd be like Martinsville. It'd be like Martin. What is it? Martinsville, or is it Bristol? No, it's Bristol. Bristol sits in Tennessee and Virginia.
Well, you got Texarkana sits in Arkansas and Texas. And their city hall barely sits right on the state line.
Dang near 2 hours. Has anything been accomplished? Nope.
Absolutely not.
Not a thing. No,
Except for
you might
me
be-
opening a box.
I
but
was
that's
going to
about
say,
it.
except for us surprising the heck out of the train freak.
Yeah. I got it right here in front of me, so that way every time I look down, I'm looking at it.
Oh,
So-
no. Oh, no.
Now
What's
that
wrong?
means I get to go record a
Hey
video.
guys, how are you?
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
Well, Rick, you're looking pretty slim over there, my man.
I think he won Heath's contest.
Contest coming up. I figured, I'd slim down, cut off a couple twigs here and there.
Well, hopefully my axe didn't hurt you too bad.
No, I'm doing all right.
Good job, Rick. Good job.
Oh my gosh.
You see what I have to put up with, right?
Hey, Jason, what
It's a chip off the old block.
Hey, Rick. It looks like you got nailed.
Working with you guys, I got nailed.
Rick's Halloween costume was a 2x4.
That's my Halloween
Hey,
costume.
there he is.
All right.
Mr. Ricky Birch Tree himself.
So I caught most of the broadcast. Nothing to say about that.
Look at what Amanda said.
We tried our best to keep him out. Somebody must have sent him the right link.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Jen heard I wasn't buying pizza for John, so she cut off all takeout.
Should have been a 4x4.
Actually, I think it's a 2x3, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's a 2x3.
Oh gosh. Better hide that.
No,
there,
I
Rick.
would.
It gets
So,
expensive.
Real artist and David, I wouldn't give him that much dignity, so I gave it to a 2x3. Yeah, I had to cut him down to size.
What did I miss here? This is Sims 4?
Yes. Oh,
Can anyone translate?
got it. I got it.
Oh. Yeah.
Rita is a jalapeno. Well, there's a pill for that.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to have to slide out of here.
All
All right,
right.
Shane. Hey, thank you again for that, for organizing what you did, man. That's something special.
I know
So-
as soon as you get off of this live stream that you're going to go right to your test track. I want you to give me a call and let me know how it works out.
Okay.
Smoke or no smoke.
All right, perfect.
All right.
I might
later, guys.
just FaceTime you so that way you can see it.
That works for me, bro.
All right. Take care, bud. Did he freeze up? Okay.
Yeah, I think he froze. Must have gotten cold in Ohio.
So Tim is saying Rita is the jalapeno on a steak.
Ah,
I fear for my life. From what? Taco Bell.
Or here we just call them jalapenos.
I did take him to the spa.
somebody wants to know where's the loaf of bread.
Amanda, that's a very good point.
It's gone.
What's the...
That's a very good point. So I don't know if y'all have to deal with like fire dues where y'all live. because we live in the county. We have a volunteer fire department. You pay like $50 in fire dues, and if your house catches on fire, then they will come put your house out. If you don't pay fire dues, they'll come to your house, but they won't put it out, but they'll just keep it spreading to the next house.
I've heard about that. I think they do that up in Pennsylvania too. But we've got volunteers around here that they just ask for donations every once in a while.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
they do that too. The fire dues are only like $50 a year. It's not much. But yeah, they just make sure it doesn't spread. But you can tell them, hey, put it out, and then they'll charge you like, I think it's like $600 to $1,000. I can't remember.
That's not bad to save your house, $1,000.
Yeah. Well, I don't really think it saves the house. I think it just helps save some of the stuff in your house because you've already got all the smoke damage.
All right, John just said that they don't do it up in Penn. I thought that there was some place I'd heard where they do that, other than Arkansas. Where that may have been when I was in the service. Somebody was talking about that.
Yeah.
That if the volunteers got there first and you hadn't paid your dues, then they would just let it burn and wait for the county to get there. The actual paid volunteer.
Oh, so we don't have.
Yeah.
We don't have actual paid. Your volunteer fire department is your fire department.
Yeah. See, we've got both.
Now the cities, some of the cities, like the bigger ones, not necessarily the smaller rural cities, but the bigger cities, they have actual paid fire departments. So,
Oh Lord.
fire sale.
Oh.
Yeah, see, Joe Rader knows, and I know exactly where he was assistant chief at, because that's when he was here in Arkansas, when he used to work at the Little Rock Air Force Base.
Heath, what are you eating?
An RX bar.
Oh, nice.
Rick must
Looks
have
minty
ate all the
green.
bread.
Looks
I'm
like
hungry.
you took off
You
Rick's
guys are
lead.
just going on and on.
I've got some peanut brittle upstairs.
I got Aaron's candy.
I had to eat something to keep myself going for the next 2 hours. I was about to fall asleep.
No, I'm going to have to call here shortly because I got I go back to work tomorrow after a week off.
I didn't think I'm going to start gnawing on this in a minute.
Look what Tyler said. Like
well,
a one row fan.
you'd get some fiber that way, Rick.
Yeah, it's a little bit of cannibalism, but who's counting that?
Yeah. What did I miss?
Like a one rail fan said, I heard pine trees catch on fire quick. Watch out, Rick.
Oh no. Oh.
That was pretty good there, Rick. You were right on the button with that one.
I'm trying.
You already missed about 50 of them, so you have to go back and hit the replay.
Yeah, but then you don't hear it. So I was there though. I heard them.
Okay, well then you record you watching the replay.
And post that? Here,
And post that.
repost?
Oh no.
Just make sure the guy above you doesn't claim a copyright infringement.
I'll just Photoshop his logo over his face, and then he can't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking something like
Is Nisi checking out early?
Looks like.
It looks
What?
that way. Take it easy, Nisi.
Well, we got
Apparently
Nisi John
can't hack
here.
it.
Nisi, before you go, we need you to come up here and show us your kits.
Oh,
I just think
no.
Rick wants Nisi to flash him.
Oh, I've been there.
Okay, again. Now, Rick, if you keep that up, you know Rita's going to get jealous.
Oh no. Oh Lord. Anyway. No, in all seriousness, gents, it's been fun. It's been real. I'm glad we were able to surprise you there, Jason.
Yeah, man, y'all did an amazing job on that.
You know, as you know, we've talked about before. You know, you've done a lot. Well, it's not like none of us have, but yeah, you've actually been with your rise through the community. It's been wild to watch. It's been great to watch, and you know, being like the rest of a promoter of the hobby. You know, who else could we go ahead and get to go ahead and do that for? So, congratulations, buddy. Enjoy it. I can't wait to see a video of the thing going around. What you do have of a layout.
I will promise you, I will have a video of it for next Sunday.
Okay.
I will make that a promise.
Mm-hmm. So,
So,
and Rick, by the way, you've got next Sunday because you're covering for John because he's got computer issues over there, correct?
What? Yeah, no, yeah.
As long as Heath doesn't break any more computers in the process.
I think
I've got my own problems with mine, so you know, don't.
well, I mean, mine's going to offset a 666, and it's just been crashing all night. So,
Easy can show her kids and Jason can show his axe. Oh boy.
Jeez,
just as long as Rick doesn't show us the wood, we'll be all
Oh
right.
no. No.
that's a match made in heaven right there.
Oh man. So
Rusty. I know what he's talking about.
Oh no. So I want to thank everybody for coming into the chat tonight. I think at one point in time we maxed at around somewhere around 50 or 60 folks. That was pretty impressive. I appreciate everybody coming in here on a holiday, you know.
Absolutely.
And watching us goof off for the last 2 hours. So, you know, even with the technical difficulties at the beginning, I'll figure it out before my next stream. He has a problem, too many cameras. Oh, no.
Spike beads and heck yeah.
Oh, wait.
Hey,
I got some beads.
Hey, if Vicky gets a beard,
I got
she can join you, and
I
y'all
got
can
some
start
beads.
your own circus.
These are beads.
Oh, no.
I got beads in here.
Oh, no.
We got the one time I can't find my lights, right? Kids are playing with them any other day. Sorry, Nixon.
Party at Rick's house.
So
No,
anyway,
Randall,
Oh,
that party would be boring because he doesn't supply any pizza.
right?
That's right. No pizza. No pizza.
What kind of party is that?
Uh, oh no. Anyway,
No, that's not
folks.
true. Pizza's for the guests, not for the workers.
Oh, yeah, so now we know what Rusty and Mystic John are going to be doing come Mardi Gras. They're going to have their meetup in New Orleans.
This is the
In Narlands?
Yeah, that's how they pronounce it. New Orleans.
New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard Biloxi does too.
Apparently, Nisi and Amanda are size queens.
You're probably learning things you didn't know, Jason.
She just puts up with Jason.
Pretty much.
Oh no.
Pretty much.
Oh geez. Anyway, folks, it's been fun. You all have a good week, gents. Thanks for coming up here. I appreciate it. I know, Rick, you were out with the saplings and running around there for a while, but you know, at least at one point in time we had 3 of the 5 of us up here because we know that John can't do much right now with his computer.
Look at
So-
Steve 87th.
What the heck's going on? No.
At least he can yell at Rick in. Yeah.
They're all up on panel. You kidding?
Oh, that is funny. Train fan goes 3. I see 4. Ray's not counting himself though. Ray doesn't count basically.
Well, you know. Well, no. The thing of it is, the 3 of us were up here for the longest. Rick just came in at the end. That's what I was getting at.
Look at
Oh,
Tom.
don't worry, I can't believe I'm here either.
Yeah.
Rick was
Rick
bored,
was
so he
bored.
came on tonight.
What?
Literally. What was Tom here for that reveal? That's what I want to know.
Mm.
You can't say I'm not a stud.
Oh.
No, you're actually a little lacking of that.
I'm just listening.
Anyway,
Nice.
Oh,
Why do I feel like that happens to Rick on almost every Sidetrack Sunday?
I think I get thrown out of every. Well, I've been in better places, but you know.
don't blame it. So anyway, you asked for it, Rick.
That's all right. That's all right.
Just a shim. Oh, brother. Anywho,
Just remember, it's not the size of your wood; it's how you use it.
it's not the size of the boat; it's the size of the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, Rick,
Just
you
watch
keep
out for the
telling yourself that, Rick.
Yeah.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Did I go there? Oh boy. Anyway, my brain it burns. Oh man. Anyway. Phew.
Sorry, Randall. We don't make a pill for that one.
Phew. All right.
Not even a cream.
Before this gets any worse. Although I
You look more like a slat.
I like Tim's can't do much with a softwood, Rick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, I'm new here. Mystic. Never mind.
What is the emoticon that Amanda's using?
I have no idea.
It's got 3 legs, whatever it is.
No, it looks like a person with a blind stick. That
Missy saying it's a long horde.
Oh no.
Look at
I didn't see nothing. Oh, I thought it was your whipping stick for Jason.
At this point, I need a mind eraser. Oh, man. Anyway.
Joe, that was good. That was good, Joe.
All right, folks. Sidetrack Sunday #1 for the month of November will be on Rick's channel over here.
Oh, there we go.
The other way. You all know the deal. Wait for the eyeball. Green tracks ahead. We'll catch you all next week. We'll see you. Oh, no.